Scene/Chapter 2. This is who we are. Delicious is the word for a tasty kick. Bob and his girlfriends go for a late-night snack and the fun goes wild. Martial arts fun. Bob and the girls arrive at the open-air food outlet. The music has been loud, so they are still shouting and making wild gestures to each other and laughing at what they are doing as they sit down and all look at their phones, look up and laugh at the messages they have sent each other across the table. Bob shouts, "I want to eat poo," pointing at a sign for crab noodles written in Thai with a translation beneath it. Siri says, "So do I," looking at her friend's name on her shirt that says poo. Pooh jumps up and makes a dance sideways and legs apart, waving her knees in and out like a crab, singing "Eat me, eat me." They clap at her performance. As they sit, they play joke sign language as they cannot hear while they wait for starter bowls of noodles, which arrive quickly, and the ritual of piling chili powder, chili pickle, vinegar, fish sauce, sugar and squeezing lime juice from half-cut limes on top of their food begins. The girls appear to know what each other is saying without signing other than to nod at each other or laugh at the other's gestures, even if they are not looking at each other, showing a strong mind connection as if they are really twins. They shout at each other "Aroy," "Aroy" meaning delicious, and the girls slurp these first small bowls of noodles and look at the waiter and point at the menu and say, "I want some of this and that," and say a common Thai English phrase and everything with a big smile and giggle when they run out of words. The waiter smiles and nods, knowing exactly what they always eat, and trots off. Bob looks up from his bowl and says about a song on the radio, "Those are not the words to that song." Who is changing them? The girls say he is deaf, but look knowingly at each other. The lady boys who run the food tables start juggling plates and fruit by their table, making jokes about the fruit, the long vegetables and the Thai word for pumpkin, which is fek yun, being a long marrow. They all have fun with the lady boys who run the food stall, and take pictures of them being sexually naughty with the vegetables and fruit. The girls jump up and start juggling with them and then show a max martial arts display around the lady boys, missing punches and high jumps and kicks. One mature lady boy with two young Xerox queen photocopy husbands, who she calls her best of breed poodles, cheers them along, often making awful comments about GMO Crufts dog show rejects as they join in with the fun. She shouts, "Ooh, I am so bi, look, there is two of them." Everybody groans at her and laughs, and she absorbs the attention she has created for herself. Siri and Pooh appear to be putting on an act, as they seem to know exactly what each other is doing, even when the lady boy kickboxers and some tomboy girl kickboxers enter in and add some randomness to their performance. They seem connected, knowing exactly where donuts and other bits of fruit are flying, catching them and throwing them back. When one has her back turned against the other and the other is watching her back for action, they appear closely in touch, as if they have some ESP mind connection. They are soon joined by two more ladyboy Xerox queens dressed in identical designer silk camouflage, diamante buttons, diamante medals and big hipster glasses without lenses. They say in highly camp voices, "We are so hot," and throw a catwalk Vogue pose. "Let's do this," in chorus as a buzz phrase of theirs, followed with "Can you see the camouflage? Can you see us? Don't lose us now." These two ladyboys say they wish they were as alike as the girls are. Bob smiles at the activity and mutters, "So many queens holding court," and looks with love at the girls, but also looks as if he has seen something on his phone that is upsetting him. The girls seem to have picked up on it too without looking at him, acknowledging with each other but ignore saying anything. All as if they know he will tell them if he wants to. Thai people don't ask questions but talk at each other a lot. The often used Thai phrase "up to you" means they don't want to interfere with the thoughts of others, and say "don't think too much," meaning leave it before it gives you a headache. When Siri jumps up to catch some fruit, she does a move by the table so her head is between her legs. Bob says, "I wish I could do that." Pooh says, "I am sure she will let you later, and so will I. Ha ha ha." They laugh about dancing and getting sweaty and needing to shower together soon. Behind them is a red carpet event on the TV, a high-profile corporate Strictly Women event headed by some anti-ant biotech corporation backdrop. She is flanked by two identical-looking assistants in the same designer power dress but worn to look extra slutty and selling that they want approval. Bob says they are getting more than enough airtime for doing nothing but be sexist in an event against sexism. For an important biotech area they are behaving like some brainless, satellite and cable, repeat until dead propagandist, tardy fashion channel. Bob says to the girls he is considering leaving his job and how can he do what they do. They both answer together as a chorus, you need to find the chi in you. You have to think it first, giggle, then you have to make the choice and believe in what actually happens when you do it. They have all eaten loads and are sitting back full and relaxed as Dick staggers up and uses their table to hold himself up. They all say hello and let him slump in a chair emotionally expressive as he gets served by the lady boys making a fuss of him as everyone else ignores him, as they usually do. As they get up and leave, the power-dressed women and two assistants on the TV appear to wave them goodbye, looking as if it is no coincidence. Bob makes a V sign at TV and says if it wasn't for scum like that I would have left my job years ago. They get in Bob's car and the girls drive, talking to each other in the front of the car and apparently not paying attention to driving but driving perfectly. They avoid occasional slow trucks and motorbikes passing them by what appears to be subconscious knowledge as they don't show that they are looking where they are going. Bob sits in the back viewing his phone. Something is not right with him. No problem, the girls are in control. Bob looks up and says again to a song on the radio, those are not the words to that song. Who is changing them? The girls ignore him. He notices them look at each other.